It's great. This is not your typical interview.
You don't always do it
stage.
In a car?
Yeah. So basically, we're just going to take a little tour of Berlin here.
Yeah. I can be caravan with Cam. That'll be mine.
I like that. Caravan with Cam.
I'm a songwriter.
So, is this your first time in Berlin?
No. I got to come here with my sister, two of our best friends on a trip, just hanging out, like biking around town, doing the sort of like go to bars 20-something. And then also I studied abroad in Maastricht in the Netherlands. And our like hip thing to do was to come, it's not Berlin, but we would come across the border to Aachen.
Yeah.
And there was a club called Starfish. We would dance till like 7 a.m.
That's great. Wow.
So I feel like I have like a tiny taste of Germany, but I need more. Because so far I like what I see.
Diane, your new single coming out.
Yes.
And is that based on a true story?
It is. Not in my life, but in a friend of mine's life. And I watched kind of how this thing where people don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
This happens in a lot of relationships, and people don't want to talk about it. And I feel like this was my way of giving her the apology I thought she deserved and never got in real life. So I got to. It's really fun. You get to like take on the role of the other woman, you know, like the quote unquote bad guy, and handle it the way I wish it would have been handled. So, kind of deep. You picked the time and the place. Don't know how much this hurts. I gave him my heart to break. Now I know he broke yours first. Lying right there in my bed while he was lying to you. Believing the words that he said. How could we be such fools? And all those nights that he's given to me, I wish that I could give them back to you. Diane, I promise I didn't know he was your man. I would have noticed a gold wedding band. Diane, I'd rather you hate me than not understand. Oh, Diane. I'm a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Because I did another career. I used to be in psychology research.
Mm-hmm.
So I studied that in college and then worked at labs at a few of the universities that were around there, like Berkeley and Stanford. And then I decided it wasn't my passion.
Yeah.
And in any job, you run into things that don't, you know, they're going to be rough days. They're going to be things that you don't like. And if you don't have like a fire about it, you can't get through those, you can't get past those kind of problem areas. So I felt like I shouldn't be going in that direction. And I asked my professor who ran the lab that I was working in, I said, what do you think I should do? I've always loved music. I feel like I could do that, but also it feels like much smarter to do something that's a regular job that gets paid. And she said, picture yourself 80 years old, and what would you regret if you look back on your life not having tried? And that made it really clear. So I was like, I'm gonna go try and do music. So I was like 25. I had a boyfriend who taught me how to play like 4 chords on guitar, which in country music's all you need. And I knew how to do like basic stuff. So I started playing guitar and I started songwriting, but I always joke that I'm not really that great at guitar, but then I just wrote on one of the Sam Smith, his last album, I wrote one of his songs with him, and that's me playing guitar on the record, so I guess I'm good enough.
Yeah. Self-taught then, basically. Huh?
Yeah, I'll give credit to that one boyfriend for those 4 chords to start me off, and then the rest was me. Nothing gonna save us now. This broken silence, thunder crashing in the dark. We gotta make you learn parts. Spin endless circles in the dark, spin round in the dark. This world can hurt. It's easy.